Hello friends, this is Maya. I'm broadcasting from the UK and it is super hot, as you can most probably tell in my face. I'm so hot. Which is ironic. I come from a hot country and I can't stand the heat. Anyway, so I've decided that I'll just do a very quick video to catch up with you guys, because I'm going to do the proper video when it's a tiny bit cooler. So let me see. Last night I thought, oh, I'll do the video late night because it will be cool then, and I'll do that video I promised you the last time where I lost the footage, as in on the weights training, and I want to do some other little sporty things. Not really, not with me anyway. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think you can ever call me a sporty person. I never have been, and I don't think I ever will be. But I do try at least to keep some tone on my major muscles, as in the arms and my legs. And now I'm trying to get some core muscles going. I've never had core muscles. As I said, my whole life, I don't think I've ever done any core exercises. So I'm starting now. Not much hope for me, but anyway, you'll laugh your heads off when you see that video. And I don't mind really, because inwardly I'm frustrated and laughing at the same time. So just a short catch up. Well, I thought I'd do it last night. And it got to 10 o'clock and it was still so humid and so sticky that I just couldn't bear the thought. I got the dogs out for a walk and they gave up, like, I don't know, it was maybe 20 meters down the road. And they just didn't want to walk at all. Bear in mind, they hadn't been out since early that morning. Well, I have the garden door open so they can go into the garden if they need to, for that purpose. But they just did not want to walk. So I literally gave up, because it was little Ben. He was up behind and he didn't want to walk. So I was pulling and pulling from behind. And the big girl, she just stood. She didn't walk at all. Now try pulling a dead weight of 20 kilos. I don't think, no, not with the big girl, and definitely not with the other two as well. So I gave up. I just turned around and went home and watched a bit more television, and then I went to bed basically. So that just didn't happen. So much your video's coming. I haven't forgotten it. I just haven't got the energy I have got, but it's just plain too hot. Even if I have the fan on, or, well, even so, it doesn't really help. But for recording, oh, goodness me, tongue-tied as well. For recording, it's not good to have a fan on, because it sounds like a hovercraft is going. What else has been happening? Yeah, I've lost a little more weight. I'm now 79.4, which is great. So it's going down in the right direction. That's just a quick notice. Nothing huge to say hooray, because I still have loads and loads to lose. My blood sugars, that's a sort of halfway yay. They've gone down from 7.2 millimololiter down to 6.3 millimololiter, and that's quite good. So it's starting to work slowly. I'm not having my proper bloods taken yet. They're going to be done by end of July, so I'm hoping that will work out well, and that's also the thyroid and other things will be a lot better by then. But body heals slowly. It doesn't happen quick, and the body first has to heal to lose the weight. I keep telling people that when you plateau, you have to look at are you taking in the right nutrition? Are you taking in the right macro? Are you doing your macros correctly? How many things in your body need to heal first? All of those things are a consideration. As I told you, I stood still for 2 weeks on the same weight. And then it started going down. But I did check whether I was having my electrolytes, whether my carbs, fats, and proteins are in the right dimensions, as in quantities. I was checking I had enough supplements. And so I've made a few adjustments. I had to up a little bit on my liver support, but on the thyroid I have done nothing apart from the normal supplements. And that's, if you want to see, I don't know if you're interested or not, you can Facebook me, Facebook Maya.lam. You can Facebook me, and if you want to be added, I can add you to my MyFitnessPal, so that you can actually see the exact macros and everything I do on a daily basis, because I keep meticulous track of everything. I need to for at least a year, so let's say till maybe next April. So every day is written down meticulously. And what I will do at the end of this program, this video, is I will post a few photos only of stuff that I've eaten. I won't post you the whole MyFitnessPal as I did before, simply because the list, I've now been adding also all the electrolytes and all the supplements I've been taking. The list is too long to make a photo now, and it will be so tiny that you can't see anyway. So PM me with your email and write MyFitnessPal or MFP next to it, so that I know that you want to be added. So I will do that, no problem. So I'll send you that invite then by email. Then you can check back and forth. The only thing that you won't be able to see, I do still make photos for myself, is with the notepads on the side with the ketones and the blood sugars and the extra things I note down. You won't be able to see that because they're obviously not logged in MyFitnessPal. But at the moment, everything's going great. I'm still on 1 meal a day, and that falls in normally between 1 and 2 o'clock. So in the midday, between 1 and 2. I'm still feeling great with that. I had last night, the night before and last night, I had a little, let's call it a relapse or cravings, which you're not supposed to have, but obviously my body was asking for something. So what I did was I had a humongous amount of brie the night before, as in the whole triangle. That's 200 grams. And I know people will say, oh my goodness, all the calories and all the saturated fat and so on. But I don't normally like brie at all. But that's what my body was asking for. When I went into the fridge to look, what healthy stuff can I have? And I looked, and my body kept going back to the brie, and I thought, oh, well, I don't really like it. So I took a little chunk at a time, and my body just asked for more. So I kept eating until it was gone. So, and then last night, and that happened, the day before that happened around 6 o'clock at night. And last night, the same sort of thing happened, except for this time, I took a handful, like 30 grams, about 30 grams of macadamia nuts. So obviously there's something in that food that my body was craving. And then it was fine after I had those. So I did sort of relapse on the time. So it was theoretically it was 2 meals a day, which does spike the insulin level, but it's better to spike the insulin level at twice a day rather than being hungry to the next morning. That is worse. That does the blood sugars in completely. And when I got on the scales, I still had lost weight, even though I had 2 nights with quite a lot of calories in the evening. Yeah, so that's what happened. Oh, and for those that are interested in hair, well, my hair is growing again. I have, oh, pardon me, I have now 38 inches. I don't know if I stand up, I don't know if you'll see it, so let me just move. Oh, and you see that cupboard at the back? So annoying, the cupboard door fell off with screws and all. So now I've got to find pate, I don't know what you call it, whatever, wood pate stuff, and then try to get the screws back in. So annoying, but that's what happens. Okay, so here we go. So 38 inches up to here. That's 38 inches, so my hair's growing again, which I'm super happy about. I'm still a bit thin on the top from that thyroid rubbish medication they gave me, but I think it will start growing back again. I can see it, especially when I have a parting, then it's a bit light there on the top. But I haven't had any alarming hair loss whatsoever. So that's good. What else have I noticed? Oh yes, I wanted to mention on the thyroid, and hair. If you have especially brittle hair and very dry hair, and also if you start losing your eyebrows on this last third here on the outer corners, that is a hint that something's wrong with your thyroid. So go have it checked out when you notice these things. Another thing you will notice is if you try to curl your hair and you have thyroid problems, the curls will just not stay, no matter how much product you put in. So that is most probably also why I had problems in my former videos trying to do curls and them not staying well. See, my hair is now starting to curl naturally again. I washed my hair yesterday and it's starting to curl on its own, and the shine is coming back. It's not quite as brittle as it was 2 weeks ago, and also when I had the medication, that thyroid medication, that did my hair in. So it's slowly coming back. There's nothing on here whatsoever. I have not put any leave-in conditioner on, nothing whatsoever. And it's slowly starting again. My natural waves, they're not really curls, but my natural waves are coming back. So I'm super happy about that. So there will be another hair video coming as well. And I know I've promised this, but there's no use doing a hair video if your hair doesn't stay. So, and I'm not going to be using curlers in the heat either. So we'll see. I'm waiting for a bit of a cooler day or do a wet curl or something like that. I can't think about that. Oh, what other things have been happening? So many things have been happening that I've just been on the go all the time. I've been thinking of you, all of you out there, and thank you for watching me, watching my rambles, watching everything I put out there. And I thank you for coming back to my little space on the internet. So that will be it for today. And I checked the weather report. Tomorrow should be a little bit cooler. So as soon as it's a tiny bit cooler and at least there's a little bit of a breeze or something, then I'll be doing my weight training, but this time, as in I'll do arms, but this time what I will do is I will not speed it up, so I'll do the whole length, because I thought, well, maybe there's somebody out there that thinks they might want to also do the same. Of course, I'm not going to use very heavy weights because I don't want to look like a bodybuilder, and what I want to do is I just want to get tone, and I can't do it anyway, so I have to go little step by step. But for those, not only girls, also boys, or men and women, yeah, you can choose the weights that you prefer if you want to use weights. So that's what I'll be doing. Watch my YouTube space. I promise you it's coming very soon. Okay, see you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.